All right, Jeff, talk to us about earnings calculators because, there's a lot of consultants out there in the field and they want to know, is there an appropriate way to demonstrate earnings with a calculator?
Right. Chris, we've had some problems in the direct selling industry in the past, particularly with FTC and AGs regarding earnings claims that are made about earnings potentials where the company comes up with some assumptions. Let's assume you're going to find 5 people and they're going to do this much volume,
right,
and they're going to find 5 people and they're going to do this much volume, and therefore if you do all of that, you're going to be making $10,000 a month. Now, that has been a problem in the absence of some disclosures
right,
of average earnings of distributors, average number of active distributors, what people can expect to make. But that's a very different issue than the issue that arises with earnings calculators. Earnings calculators are really an extension of what we used to see when potential distributors would go to a meeting and companies would basically say, we want to show you how our compensation plan works, okay, how it pays at different levels. We're not going to tell you what we think are hypothetical expectations of what you can do. Rather, we're going to give you a piece of paper that shows how many people might you think you could sponsor at this level, how many at this level, what sort of group do you think you could do, what do you think their volume or their production could be. You make the assumptions, and then you have a piece of paper and a chalkboard that shows you that allows you to multiply and say this is probably what you would make, but you're making the calculations. Today's modern earnings calculator is doing nothing other than doing the calculation for you based on your expectations. And so when distributors are out there and they're using earnings calculators, obviously there are some underlying assumptions, not of your productivity or of your sponsoring ability, but very, very basic things. For instance, this particular product sells for X dollars, and or 3 for $20 or whatever it is, and those are basic assumptions which are incontrovertible. The earnings calculator then asks you, what do you think you can do? What do you think you can do by way of production? What do you think you can do by way of recruitment? And what do you think your sales organization can do? And then it helps you, and it merely calculates based on your assumptions what you would earn.
So if I were sitting down, if I was in a seminar setting, or if I were sitting down with someone one-on-one, the important thing for me to know is that I'm not throwing hypotheticals in for them. I'm literally saying, you've got to answer these questions so that this device can help put out the results based on your situation, and I'm not going to do any wink-wink leading you along and encouraging you to put certain types of numbers in to try and boost. It's got to be 100% the person I'm talking to and what their goals are, and that would be the appropriate way of using that tool.
That would be the credible way. Now, someday, with every company, as companies progress, and this is true with all companies, they develop a large mass of statistics, which indicates how people do, what percentage of people who join the business are active in making money, what is the average earnings of people who are in the business making money. If they would like to indicate, here's how you might earn $5,000 in a month, the company has statistics to disclose what percentage of people actually earn $5,000 a month or more.
Got it.
But at an early point in time, it's difficult for companies to do that, and so the earnings calculator is really the way to go. Someday, the company, having basically made these disclosures, it's just a disclosure issue, will be able to actually present its own hypotheticals and potentials. No question, no problem.
Awesome.